What's going on, friends? It's Colin, and as a quick update video today, just to let you guys know what's been going on and what's coming up. So obviously, last weekend I was away on vacation in New Hampshire with my motorcycle and some friends, and we had a fantastic time. I did post up some videos. If you want to check them out, they're linked down below. Then earlier on this week, I got some really bad news that a friend and fellow artist based out of British Columbia, the name of Vic Horvath, had passed away, and I had just had the opportunity to meet them back in May. You know, didn't get to spend much time, but really respected them as an artist, and you know, it was mutual. I was hoping to get out west and do a little tour at some point, meet up with them, and it's shocking news. They were young, not the kind of thing that's supposed to happen. So my deepest sympathies to Vic's family and friends. That is just an absolute tragedy. Yeah, so that kind of set the tone for my week. I wasn't feeling up for making videos. Kind of got back in the swing of things yesterday, so this video will be going up on Monday, and I'm filming it on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening now actually. And so we had a gig last night with the full band, Art of the Possible. Well, full band less our esteemed lead guitar player Steve Hubbard, so I was kind of doing double duty and not doing as good of a job as he could on lead guitar, but we played 3 sets in St. John on the boardwalk, and that was really good. We had a good crowd. They were enthusiastic, really appreciated what we were doing. So, you know, shout out to St. John. You know, thank you for supporting live music. And it's one of those things where some people were there because they knew we were playing, but it's out in public, and there's a number of restaurants that have their patios set up outside in front of the stage. So other people just randomly showed up, and there was music, and it was us, and they were super cool, really supportive. So that was definitely a positive. The next 3 weekends are pretty busy. So I have a gig. Actually, I'm playing 2 sets at King's Landing, which is a historical settlement about half an hour north of Fredericton. And so I'm playing a set at 1 o'clock and a set at 3 o'clock for people who are visiting the settlement. And they have it, you know, kind of fully functioning. They have like villagers that, I think they call them visiting cousins, who go and stay the summer there. Maybe they do a week at a time. I'm not sure how that works anymore, but I had a cousin that was a part of it many years ago. But anyway, it's you know, it's old-fashioned. It is. I don't know what year the settlement was established, but I mean, this is a functioning village that you can visit from, you know, it's frozen in time, like hundreds of years ago. So it's pretty cool. Probably from sort of the 1800s, that kind of technology. And it's a neat environment. So anyway, if you're in the Fredericton area, next Saturday, September the 1st, would be a great time to visit King's Landing. And I'll be playing on their summer stage, which is just kind of, it's inside the village, but just a little bit out of the way. So yeah. And the next weekend is a great show that I'm super pumped to be a part of. Art of the Possible, full band, is playing at Grimross Brewing Company on Friday the 7th. Yes, Friday the 7th of September, and we're playing with 2 amazing bands. One who's on tour from Ontario called Midnight Vesta, and the other band is Kill Chicago. And they're probably my favorite local East Coast rock band that's going right now. They're amazing, great people. Really enjoy, you know, spending time with them, playing music with them. This will be the second show we played with them, the first being last November, actually. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then on September the 8th, I'm playing a solo show with, well, I'm accompanied on guitar by Steve Hubbard. We're playing at the John Giles Music Room, which is just outside Woodstock, so about an hour north of here. And then the next weekend is kind of the biggest music weekend, or the music week in Fredericton that happens every year, and that's the Harvest Jazz and Blues Festival. So I am playing a show on the Saturday night of Harvest, and that is downtown at the Capitol Complex. We're upstairs in the Wilsers room, and I'll be playing with my trio. And so I'm really looking forward to that. It's a busy 3 weeks, and I'm back in the studio tracking the next part of my album. I know the first part isn't released yet, but as soon as we have artwork, we're ready to go, pretty much. So that's happening. Should be out before Harvest, and we want to get the second part out as well before I go on tour in November. So things slow down a little bit after Harvest. Kind of late September, October, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the studio, getting that last bit of motorcycle riding in for the year, and then, first 2 weeks in November, I'm out on tour. So I'll put out a video that announces all the tour dates throughout a couple of shows in New Brunswick, a couple in Quebec, and lots in Ontario. So I'm really excited about that. Sorry if I don't seem like I'm in a super chipper mood. Yeah, it's been a weird couple of weeks. Between everything that's happened here in Fredericton, finding out my friend Vic passed away, but there's been some great times too. Motorcycle trip, it was great to get away and hang out with the guys and clear the head a little bit, and lots of music to sink my teeth into coming up. And it's okay, especially in my solo shows. Like, I don't mind being down emotionally or pushing through, tough times when I'm playing. I find that it makes me better if I'm a little bit raw. When I'm happy and settled, then, I don't necessarily give my best performances. So that's kind of a shitty way to look at tragic things happening. But, it doesn't... music's the best therapy for me, right? And I work it out, and I've been plugging away, working on that new tuning that I talked about. I'll put some more videos up about that. I haven't done a lot of songwriting just because I have had so much other stuff on the go, including my day job. So that's really a damper on my songwriting, but that's okay. And I've been not listening to as much music lately. I've switched over to kind of listening to, when I'm on long trips and have that found time. I've been focusing more on podcasts and spoken word and that sort of thing. Just because, like, when I'm going to go into a bit of a songwriting frenzy, I like to try and just distance myself from other music a little bit, because it'll influence me too much. If I listen to something and then subconsciously just rewrite it in a different key, I don't want that to happen. So anyway, that's what's been going on. And I'll have information in the description of this video that includes the upcoming events, the last video that I posted, which was from the White Mountains of New Hampshire, and all that good stuff. So thank you very much, guys. I hope that your Monday doesn't suck too much, and we'll be talking on Wednesday. Cheers.